Well, okay. I think let's wait for a couple of minutes for everyone to join, and we will start at that point. Mhm. Mhm. Okay, I hope those who wanted to join already here, or these people who didn't come will be able to watch it in recording. Uh, do you hear me well?
Yes, all good.
Okay. So just to start, we will first have formal part, which will be conducted in English. So we will uh, tell some crucial points about the program and cover some key benefits in it. And afterwards, we will have, as we will finish the questions from you, we will switch to less formal format, maybe speak in Russian and so on. So stay tuned and let's start. Also, I think in a couple of minutes there will be Radoslav. He will also add several points. So first, let me introduce myself. My name is Vladislav, and I am an author and curator of this program from its very first launch. Uh, our program is called Modern State of Artificial Intelligence, and this is actually what happens here. So we are at MIPT, which is one of the strongest technical universities in Russia, and we have as you may see, English language program. This is quite important because today's industry of artificial intelligence lives in English, so everyone is published in English. If you look at the top tier scientists in any sphere from Russia or from any other country, they all are published in English. And more than that, all the new releases are made in English. Papers and documentation for all the libraries, maybe some models and so on, it's all in English. So that it's quite important to know it. And when you know it, from the start as this setup, it will be easier for you in future to stay up to date with the recent updates. Um, one more thing is that the program is online. It is fully online, so if you are out of Russia, it's no problem. We have students for the last 6 years from all over the world. So geography of our current students and graduates starts from both Americas, South and North, Africa, Australia, uh, Southeastern Asia, Far Eastern Asia, Middle East, of course, Russia and everything here, Eastern Europe, Western Europe. So more or less, all the world is covered by the last 5 years. Uh, as we usually point out, we have quite small groups. So usually it's group between 20 and to 30 people. So we pay attention to every student. We don't make some kind of infinitely scalable program. And this is also connected with the fact that we have live lectures and seminars for all the subjects. Of course, we have some parts which is for you to prepare both before our classes and after classes. So classes are conducted in Zoom, just like we do right now. And to point out, this is important for many people that this program, despite it is conducted online, by all the documents, it is on-site program. So in Russian, it's called очная программа. With all its benefits, with benefits of some social security, but it is mostly applied to Russian citizens, and all other things which are connected with such status. And one more point which we have everywhere is it is a true master's program, so it's not additional education or in Russian DPO. It's not like this. It's a fully fledged master's program. um, what else do we have? Yeah, so I said about the format, this Zoom seminars. If we talk about the contents of the program, the crucial things are that we start from basic mathematics, and I think that next week we will start introductory course for mathematics. It's important during preparation for the exam and for preparation to the program as well, because at the program from the first day we will use matrices, derivatives, and all that stuff, and you need to know it before September comes. So that's why we start this course right now. More than that, you can taste, you can check what the classes are in our program. Um, This course will cover calculus and linear algebra. It will last for more or less 10 classes, and you will need to apply to the program to get access to it. So just create your personal page at the MIPT site to join this course, and then try it and decide are you interested in or not. Returning to the contents of the whole program, so we start from the fundamental mathematics, which we will need throughout our journey. Then the first term is dedicated to basic instruments, which consist in programming, so especially algorithms. Here we have ACM ICPC prize winner Ivan, which is my classmate. I'm happy to be, and also we have optimization methods. We have probability theory, and we have what else do we have? Yeah, and Python, of course. We have a course in Python, which covers this language more or less in depth for you in future to be able to use it. So this is the first term. We got all the instruments which we need. And this first term will line everyone to one point. And then comes the second term with basic machine learning. So this is actually the heart of the program, our course, which you can check out in GitHub repository, which is quite popular. This is one thing, very crucial. Also, we talk about information retrieval recommendation systems. So here we start applications of machine learning. And also we continue with DevOps technologies and software development techniques, which is development of Python course. And also we have statistics. Statistics course, which covers most of the things that you need in real life. And this is also final theoretical basis for our machine learning, because actually this is applied statistics. So this is the second term, the heart of the program, when you already have everything you need and you go straight to machine learning. And the third term dedicated to applications of machine learning. This includes most popular ones, natural language processing, together with large language models, of course, nowadays, then computer vision. Then we have geometrical machine learning. Then we have MLOps. So this is course for infrastructure, which is relevant for machine learning specialists, how to train your model on thousands of graphical cards, and so on and so forth. At the last term, we finish with your thesis project. Actually, we will start to work on thesis on the second term, starting from this point. But the last term is fully dedicated to your thesis. This can be any project, applied project. It may be theoretical project. So whatever you like, it may be connected with your current job, which you have now or which you will have at the moment, or it can be your startup, pet project, whatever. We will help you with that. And as the final result, you will have a consistent project which works and which covers some, well, I would say usually advanced topic in machine learning. That's how you can show your employers that you are fully fledged specialist. Also, we have opportunity to write papers, go to scientific part. This is usually less popular in this program because it is focused more in industrial applications, but still such opportunity is possible, and our students have publications in conferences and journals and so on. They go to PhD to our university. So, for example, this year, oh, last year. Okay, we have our graduates at our chair as PhD students. Also, our students go for abroad PhD programs. Yeah, and finishing with the program, I want to say that main advantage of such program is that all the way from fundamentals to contemporary applications of machine learning is built by us. We have Radoslav here already. Hello. And together we build the program which covers every topic you need. Because what I see in other programs is that it has structure of Coursera. So you have like a lot of courses which intersect, which may not cover some topics, especially considering that you choose without knowledge of the structure of that field, and it may happen that you will not get everything you need. In this program, we look for it mm, and we develop all the contents of the courses together. We review it, so it forms a strong basis for your future career and applications and so on. So basically, yeah, this is it. Uh, what else? Radoslav, do you have something to add?
Actually, I fully agree with everything you've said. Just maybe a little highlights on the program focus. So the goal is not to build just a thorough background in the AI field, but also to give you feeling and understanding how the area has been developing for the last couple of decades and what is coming next as well, because the program has started back in 2020, and since 2020 there was a couple of revolutions in the AI field. So the program was evolving rapidly as well, but still all the knowledge which we try to deliver to you during the program usually stays adequate and relevant, except maybe some models which just are outperformed by new models. So that's why we focus on some foundation stuff, not on vibe coding. LLM is everything you need and everything, because there are many different courses and programs out there. I'm not saying that it's not relevant. It's really important to be able to use these modern approaches and instruments, but also it's really important to understand how do they work, what are the limitations, and how they can be developed further. Because if you don't know how it works under the hood, you usually do not understand the constraints it has. And that's why we do the stuff during the program. Okay, it's just a general phrase on the program. Otherwise, Ladislav has given, I guess, the deep enough explanation. We already have it on the website and elsewhere. Maybe our students, okay, our potential students have some questions, suggestions, anything, because it's
Yeah,
an
I
open day, so you can ask something. Okay, Vladislav.
Yeah, I just have couple of points to add. The first thing, yeah, we already have a lot of graduates which work in different companies such as Yandex, such as Sber, and others, including foreign companies. And one more thing is that besides what I told you already, we have introduced courses dedicated to analytics and product management. So these are courses which cover more product-centered approach, because nowadays knowledge of the technology is not enough to make a successful product. So we cover these things as well. Yeah, I think that's most of the things that we need. Okay, yeah. If you have questions, let's discuss it.
Hi guys, thank you so much for the class, open class today. My question is about the time schedule of the program. So is there any possibility to have a look at maybe last year program of the first course to have an idea, and how many days a week it is, and what is the time frame? Thank you.
So usually there are 4 or 5 classes per week, usually every weekday in the evening Moscow time, because majority of the teachers also professors also work, so after work, and it can be easily combined with the full-time job, as we can see from the majority of our students. There are some classes on the first semester on weekends as well, because there is formal stuff like philosophy and so on, which is requirement by the educational department. But otherwise, usually it's 4 or 5 weekdays, so you still have weekends. But of course, in addition, it takes some serious time to work on the home assignments, because okay, it's still master's at MIPD, so it's quite intense.
Yeah, the reason I'm asking, because I guess everybody in a different time zone. So is it like from 6 p.m. Moscow time, from 8 p.m. Moscow time, like any idea?
Usually from 7, for the first couple of years, we made a poll with all the students to find the optimal time, but it seemed like that it works out around, the median stays around 7 p.m. almost always. It can be shifted on the request from the audience. It can be modified if needed, but usually 7 p.m. is the optimal time, because it's fine for both Asia, Europe. It's not very it's a little bit confusing for the US, but we have only small amount of students from that side of the globe.
Great. Another question very quick about like you said like general knowledge subject like philosophy and like other things. So let's say if I hold a master's degree already and I do have these subjects already, can I like discuss it? I like get them
It can be
away.
definitely
So I mean, I can visit them, but I'm just like to make a pressure.
I guess we cannot guarantee that they will just take that into account, because it usually depends on the department of this philosophy and other stuff, but usually they're quite adequate and open to suggestions. Just small addition, there is also formal class which is called English, because every master's program in Russia must teach students English, but it's kind of strange because the program itself is in English. That's why we usually we have achieved an agreement. So this class is replaced with academical writing class, where people learn how to read papers, write papers, and so on, because it's quite relevant for scientific communication in general.
Okay, thank you. Sounds good.
Yeah, so speaking about courses, despite that classes are oriented for Asian time, we have successful students from both Americas, as I said, but yes, usually it's harder for them to visit. And speaking about non-technical subjects, yes, we will negotiate with the department.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Yes. Thank you, Vladislav, and your colleague for this session. My name is Mudassir. I am from Middle East, Dubai. And last year, actually, I applied for admission, but could not participate in exam because of being busy in the job. So this year I am really looking forward, and I have 2-3 questions, minor questions. Maybe I think first one will be the silly one. Please don't mind. So I was checking the guidelines for the admission process, and it's mentioned that during the exam we can use some websites, for example, if we want to get help, because while working on the job in past 8-9 years or 10 years, we never solved any equation, any mathematics. So it's possible during the exam we can use some websites for help or no, for the entrance exam.
Yeah, so you mean during the exam itself?
Right, entrance exam, yes.
Yeah.
So
No, we usually, so you can use materials that you have, but no, you are not supposed to use online materials.
okay, so material which we have, so like the digital one or the printed form, let's say maybe some book or something.
Yes, usually we think about printed form. Yeah.
Printed form. Okay, great. No
So
worries.
look, just
As
to
I
add,
said
so
before, we have a course, so open course for calculus and linear algebra that will be presented in the exam. So that in this course you will go through all the things you need to prepare for the exam, and in this course materials, so like reference materials, all the books you need will be provided.
Okay, great. That's really nice, and thank you. And then I have one more question. Earlier, when you were explaining about the course content of first semester and second semester, you mentioned, the optimization. So actually, I was trying to check on the university website, and I could not find actually the course names are there, but I could not find the detailed about the content. For example, you mentioned the optimization. So in optimization, which topics or which methods we will be clearing. So my idea or what I was thinking is like maybe in that course in optimization, solving the linear, the ordinary differential equations, or maybe the partial differential equations. Maybe you can just guide for some content if you have any information about this in the optimization course.
Yeah, optimization. No, it's not about differential equations. Yeah, it's really starts from what's called linear programming. So
Right.
generally, it's a definition of optimization problem that we search for an extreme of the
Right.
function, and we can do that with variety of methods. And well, all. Well, I would say most of the practically used methods are discussed, starting from, as I said, linear programming, finishing with, I would say, well, going through the zero gradient, zero order optimization methods, Newton's
Yeah,
methods,
Newton's
so
method.
second order, and
Right.
so on. Variety of gradient methods. So these are topics of this course.
Great. Okay, so I understood. Thank you for this. And just one last question, actually. I missed the part when you were explaining about the number of students in the class. So there is the fixed number of the students, or for example, if there are higher number of the applications and a higher number of students pass the exam and interview, so you guys can also take the most students in the class, because at the end of the day, we know this is the online class, but still you guys need to manage the resources like faculty and a ratio from the teachers to the students. So you guys also can take the most students, or just a specific number of students you accepted every year?
Yeah, as I said, we prefer not to have too many students,
Right.
because if we have a lot of people, we cannot give enough attention to everyone
Right.
and process their requests. So, as I said, the size of the group from 20 to 30 people. We do not take more than this, and this choice is based on the exam, which
Right.
consists in a mathematical part, which I already mentioned. It also consists in programming, part,
Mhm.
which is more or less basic programming assignments. And if one passes these stages, we invite applicant for an interview. And based on these 3 stages, we choose students which will proceed to the program.
Okay, great. That's fine, and I totally understood this. Just one, sorry, just one last question for the exam preparation. So, we need to enroll in that session for the exam preparation, or there is just some link? We can get the material and we can study by ourselves.
Yeah, you're free to prepare as you like, so it's no problem.
Mhm.
In an email which we will send shortly, there will be a link for the exam part.
Right.
And both part of it, mathematical and programming parts.
Mhm.
So you may check it out and prepare as you wish. We also will provide some basic books, which you can, well, it's usually open free books, which you can usually download, or maybe if you would like to obtain a hard copy of it and prepare yourself. So it's not required.
Mhm.
If you will enroll to the program,
Mhm.
so if you enroll to the program at September, you will need to pass entrance test for mathematics, which covers everything we discuss in the course. Yes,
Right.
but if you already know it, it's no problem. You don't have to visit. It's optional.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you. I totally understood, and thank you. It was very nice. Thank you.
Vladislav, just quick one over here. So basically, one of those recommended books we will be able to use over exam, right? If we need.
Yes, basically you will, well, I would say from my student time experience, actually you don't need full textbook. The thing you need is actually cheat sheet. And it's not that big, so it can be easily printed and you can have it, of course, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Hi guys, sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, hello.
Hi, sorry, let me just turn the camera.
Yeah, by the way, for
There we go.
optimization, yes, our materials for our courses may be checked out at our GitHub account. So it's github.com girafe-ai. And one of the repositories is called MSAI optimization. So you can check out actual program and everything there. Okay.
Sorry, like I have a lot of questions. I wrote them down, so if you don't mind.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
First question, actually, it's regarding the exam. You gave, there was like 2 templates of all like past exams that you have. I would just want to know if there's any other template or a set of questions that we could use to train for the exam, because they're about the same topics, but the questions are different. So like exactly like in the final exams in MPT, like you have like all the previous exams, they're quite of the same. The questions, what comes, so we could train. That's the first question. Do you have any recommendation, or maybe the Valnik? I don't know.
Yeah, actually, we have a program of this course, which we call it Math Refresher for AI, something like that, or in short, Math Refresher. Actually, the program of the final exam is this course's program. We will
Right.
publish it. I think it will happen like I think next week.
Great, okay.
The course will start and we will publish the program, so all the questions will be from this range of topics.
Okay. The next question is actually regarding the code part of the question. I log in Yandex to try out the test, but happened when I send the question, all the automatic like PyTests probably they went wrong. Like I don't know what happened. Even that I tried out in my computer, I tried on a Jupyter notebook, I don't know. So if you have any template or one day, I don't know, just make another Zoom call just to show how to send the code to run in the Yandex test, because I don't know how the interpreter is getting the code. So that's my question.
Yes, I think what can we do is we can add a test. One more question. Yeah, usually we have.
Actually, just to show how to submit the questions.
Yeah. So I think we will add one task for that, and we will provide a file with solution for that problem.
Mine was empty. That's I didn't understand quite what happened there.
Yeah,
but
okay.
I can try it again.
I think you can write to girafe-ai support account. Okay, you can provide your screenshots and what happens. So we will figure out. Okay.
Okay.
So this system, Yandex Context, is used throughout the courses of algorithms, especially so that it's a system that works for many years. But yes, it takes a bit of effort to adjust for that. Okay, so we will help you with that. Okay.
Great, thanks so much. Also, yeah, when we will know whether or not we passed the exams, because we will take writing exam, then oral exam, we will know like
it will happen during a week from the exam. So usually we have an exam, well, math exam, then we give coding for home. So you are free to start at any time. You will be given 2 hours to solve coding tasks, and also we will schedule the interview time if you pass this part. Usually we look at the mathematical part and already arrange the date for interview. So it's all during 1 week from the exam.
All right. Also about the interview, what's the topic or how the interview will take place usually?
So interview covers your background and also your motivation. So these are 2 topics which we want to know. It's not about hard skills, so we will not check it directly. It's not the purpose, but although we can ask some questions regarding maybe probability, mathematics, but it's not the main topic. Usually we talk about, yeah, two points, background and motivation.
Okay, great, thank you. Just now change the topic. It's regarding the master itself. Do you gonna get like any kind of zadavальник of problems we have to solve and try and pass it by the end of the semester? Контрольная работа, something like that?
Yes, we have practical tasks. The format of tasks depends on the course. For example, in algorithms course, all the tasks are done in contest. In optimization, for example, because this is more theoretical course, most of the tasks are done with tech, with LaTeX, and maybe Overleaf if you use it, and so on. So homeworks and assignments will be provided to you by your teacher. We usually don't compile them into one single book or something, but actually you will have all the materials, of course. The format depends on the course, but we usually collect it in any form. In most of the cases, this is a GitHub repo. In some cases, this is a Google Drive folder, and so on.
Okay, thank you so much. It's just like the zadavальник was the best thing ever,
yeah,
you know.
if we talk about the program for each course is published at the start of the course. So you know what topics will be in this course.
Not actually about the topics, but the questions you need to solve to, you know.
Yeah, they are given to you as the course goes.
Great. Now about the oral exams, actually the final exams during the semester, usually it's already known the date, you just come to the auditorium and pass the exams. But due to the fact everybody's not probably in Moscow, how
We
they
do that in
gonna
Zoom.
happen?
Yeah, the format of the oral exams. Yeah.
Just had a question, can we schedule with the professor? Because
Yes,
at
yes.
work sometimes it could
Yeah.
overlap.
We arrange, so each professor arranges some amount of time with slots. It usually takes 1 or 2 days. Usually that slots are in suitable time, like evenings of Pacific time, or Asian I would say time. And or maybe Saturday. Saturday we usually use middle of the day, and each student writes down their name at the table. So yeah, you can take it. And if you are not free at that moment, you may ask for some rescheduling, maybe some other day. But well, I would say not a week from that point, but if this day you are not free, we can make something with this.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Also, during the course, we're gonna have any kind of cloud service provided by the university, like our Yandex or something like that, to deploy projects. Because I remember back in the day, we had some cloud. I think it was in Yandex. We could deploy some minor projects, but just wondering if we could use Yandex service for free as a student.
Yeah, speaking about this, we are Radoslav, can you give more details here, because we we are talking with Yandex about that, and they, as I remember, they already given this Yandex data sphere, as I remember. Radoslav, can you give a comment on that?
I can give a comment, but I have definitely issues with my connection. Maybe we can get back to this in a couple of minutes, because I even don't see you. I see that my connection is unstable. I will get back.
Okay, so yeah, one option is Yandex. Another option is we have hardware at the chair, and I cannot say there's a lot of compute, but it's enough for people. So we now, recently we had 4 graphical cards. Now I think we will obtain a couple more of them. And usually this is enough for students to make their, homeworks are usually don't require much compute. And if you need more, for example, usually it happens for thesis projects when people start to deal with bigger data sets, with real problems and so on. That's when we give this resources.
Okay, thank you. Just I was wondering because deploying fast API or any kind of API, for example, in Python, we have some free in render or Vercel, but would be nice also deploy some big cloud and try and see hands on that. That's why I was asking. But thank you so much. Now one question, Dasha, I think it was Dasha. She just commented about philosophy classes. If we did philosophy in our bachelor, do we need to take it again?
The basic answer is unfortunately yes, more probably.
I can answer formal actually, if you wish. I'm back connection.
Yeah. Okay.
So bachelor's and master's philosophy are formally different elements of the philosophy. So yes, you are required to pass it. Still, we have found an agreement with the department as well. So it should not be really that boring and useless as it might seem to be. So in general, philosophy is actually a great topic if it's taught correctly. So I hope it will not be an issue at all, because we fixed the English language. Now it's useful and people love it. Same stuff with the philosophy. And speaking about the compute, we had an agreement with Yandex in previous years that they provide some DataSphere and other stuff for the students. We will need to renew the stuff for the new year as well. But as Ladislav correctly said, for the first couple of semesters, for the first 2 semesters, there is no much requirement in some hardware because there are not so compute-intensive tasks at all. When you start working on CV, NLP, reinforced learning, and your thesis, there is really a requirement of computational resources, and we'll try to provide them as much as we can. Of course, we won't give you like a rack of H100 because we don't have one, but usually people do not need them.
Okay, thank you so much. In my last question is a little bit more specific, but I just want to understand, to double check. I wrote to Международный department, and they said that if I got accepted at your course, I need to come to Moscow to give my diploma and my documents.
No,
You don't need to come. You will be required to send your formal agreement to enroll in the program with your signature via the post or somehow with somebody. Otherwise, you can send all the rest of the documents online, as far as I remember. So I will, of course, recheck. Vladislav,
Yeah,
maybe you can add.
this formal part of the process is as following. By the date of the order which you are made a student, you will have to provide a postal code, a postal tracking code, where you send your diploma, as far as I remember, like this. Or it usually it so these rules are a bit different each year, and we will check it out. But anyway, each year we had like 10 people which never visited Russia in their life, and it's okay with them. Everything is fine. Okay. So one way or another, we will do that because, yeah, as I said, rules are a bit different each year. They have their own bureaucracy. We don't follow it very precisely.
Okay, it's just double checking because when they send me emails and they need to come to Russia, I said like,
No,
do I need to send the documents?
No, that's not the case. No, definitely not.
All right, thanks.
Yeah. As you apply to the program, as you start the process, here is our manager, Anastasia Galkina. She is with us right now, and she will lead you through all the stages. So we, as I said, we have quite small programs, so we may have a luxury of giving attention to every student that we have. That's the point of the program.
Okay, thank you so much. And last question, I promise. Is it possible to be engaged already in a master's, or get to be engaged in a master during the time we're taking this master currently?
With other master?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no problem. It's up to you, but well, the main
one comment, I guess, actually. Both in Russia or in different countries?
No, it's in Moscow. It's in MSAI.
So you mean two different master programs at the same time?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay, so technically speaking, it's possible, but there might be some difficulties. Okay, we can discuss them in person if you need. I mean, tete-a-tete, because it's really a rare specific case when people try to enroll in two master's programs from one university at the same time. There was a student last year who did the same stuff, but there might be some internal collisions which should be resolved in advance. Otherwise, it might be a little bit tricky.
Bureaucratical collisions, or
well, general answer, it's okay to have as many programs as you want in any universities, but if it is two programs at MIPT, please say it explicitly to us, because we need to double check all the systems that so we will check it out manually. Okay, but technically it is possible, and more than that, we have such cases.
All right, so should I send an email to the support or
The most I think convenient is to write to the girafe-ai support account in Telegram, but the second way is email MSAI@fistech.edu. This is an official email for the program, so you can send everything there. And me, Rodoslav, and Anastasia are checking this email regularly.
Okay, thanks so much, guys. It was an amazing presentation. Hope you see you soon.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Can you hear me well?
Yes, yes.
Well, I apologize in advance for external sounds you may hear. Unfortunately, I was late for work today, and I didn't manage to find a better place. There was a set of unpredictable circumstances, so I apologize in advance if you hear some external sounds because it's kind of loud out here. So I also have a few questions. I have a little set of questions, so I would like to ask them. And the first one of them is whether this program is gonna be in place the next year, because I plan to apply next year, and given the whole situation with the master's degree and generally with the closure of the Bologna system, I'm just curious whether this whether this master's degree could be available next year.
As far as I get the question, you are asking about next year, and will we have a master program next year, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, basically, you never know. No one ever knows what happens in this planet, but generally, yes, I think the information which I've seen states that master's programs will remain as they are, according to current information, if we talk about formal part from government and education ministry.
Well, hope it will really be so. So the second question is, as far as I got it, I'm getting after the completion of this program, you are getting a full-fledged MIT diploma, which is like
Yes. Yeah, regular diploma, just like you would be you would have if you visit regular master program. Yeah.
But concerning girafe-ai, what's like exactly is that in terms of like, is that some research lab or what? Because I've heard about that a lot in terms of the program webpage and in terms of the GitHub account, but I was just curious for my
Yeah, I got it.
yeah.
Okay.
What's that?
Girafe-ai is our, I would say, humble society of teachers for AI, in short. Because actually, we are invited to many top Russian and non-Russian universities to teach, so that we decided to make some entity regarding this type of activity, because both me and Radoslav, we teach at MIPT, MSU, HSE, MISIS, ITMO. We teach at Barcelona in one of universities. We teach at Bangkok in some other universities. I think in a couple of weeks I will go to Baku to their diplomatic academy to teach them a bit, and so on. So actually, we are doing a lot of work in educational field regarding artificial intelligence, and Girafe-ai is covering this all. So we we are having I would say comprehensive set of courses for many, well, for almost all um, educational things in AI. That's a short answer for that. Okay.
Wow, very interesting. Thank you for your answer. And concerning the teachers who teach the program, as far as I get it, there are like many teachers, not only you and Radislav. And when I was reading the web page of the program, I learned that there are numerous teachers who have experiences in numerous places, and it also mentioned some Western companies as Amazon and some other cool stuff. And I just wanted to know whether that's actually true. And really,
Yes, everything what we write and everything we communicate is exactly true. So, in short, regarding this program, we so it's not so it's not possible to make master's program with two people. We are well, I would say product owners, and from if we come from business view, or maybe academic directors of this program. So we review all the materials. We are responsible for everything to be up to date with today's AI development. But speaking about the courses, we could, well, it's technically not possible to make everything ourselves, especially considering that each subject is a separate science, and people do that for many, many years. So, for example, well, as you said, we have a list of teachers presented at main landing page. You can check it out. I will not go through everyone because it will take us, I would say, half an hour. But yes, these people usually they are from industry or from academia. For example, Alexander Katrutsa is practicing scientist in optimization theory. One other teacher, Ivan, which I already mentioned, he is doing identification, bio-identification in that in Samsung, and others. So yeah, you can check it out on the page. So as I said, just listing everyone right now will be just take too long. Okay.
well, thank you. I think that's great when teachers have actual industrial experience and
Most
not
of the
just the
teachers,
theory
yes,
alone.
most of the teachers have their full-time job, and they have one, maybe two courses as their hobby. So they give their knowledge and their proficiency to students. This is the main idea of the program. So it's, well, it's made by professionals without any exception.
Well, no doubt on that. And speaking about the enrollment process, what's the acceptance rate this program?
Mhm. Well, we usually have I think acceptance.
Well, I
Well,
can add in
yeah.
here. Actually, usually it's not limited by MIPT, but limited by the entrance level and the interviews. So usually it's kind of two people on one place, but that doesn't mean that you will not be accepted. It just comes out as a result of the interviews. So
Mm.
usually we do not try to gather everyone we could just to fill up the group, and we also are not trying to stop people from joining. We're just trying to understand the motivation and entrance level of the students, so it will be challenging, but not too challenging for the student just to get through the program. So I would say that if you are willing to join, then definitely just follow the application process, and we'll spend some time even with a personal discussion and find out whether it's good or not. So I recommend you to join. It's completely not a problem. Don't worry about that.
Well, thank you very much for your answer. And one of my last questions would be that if, as I get that in documents, the program is in person, so to say, but it is realized through online technologies. So I cannot visit campus. I can do that fully online.
Yes. As I said, we usually around third of our students never visited Russia in their life. They don't know Russian. They never visited Russia, so that's the thing.
But
It's
is
a
it possible?
full online program from start to end.
Okay, I get it, but is it possible, maybe at least theoretically, to get a dorm room while studying such a program?
This would be impossible, I guess, because in the formal recommendation, the program is distance, so it doesn't provide the dormitory. Because technically speaking, it might be agreed somehow, but it's completely not guaranteed, and I would not recommend to rely on the stuff.
Oh, wow, yes, I was asking that mostly from curiosity. And the last question is about the diploma we get. Can it be easily nostrified, or maybe there are some remarks that the program was taught in English?
There is a specific, the diploma itself is a regular MIPT government
issued.
Okay, correct. Usual, just sorry, I forgot how it's called. So formal MIPT diploma. In the diploma itself, there is no information on which language was the education delivered because it's a diploma about your master's degree. But we provide also a paper, formal paper from MIPT, which highlights that the program was delivered in English and so on so far.
Yeah, in the diploma, your subjects will be stated in English. So actually, they will have double name in English and in Russian. Well, in Russian because we are in Russia, and this is Russian university, and in English because they are taught in English.
Well, that's very good. And my last question gonna be that as far as I get from the website, from your website, you have some connection and some, I don't know how, I forgot the word, how to correctly call it in English, some interchange,
Selection.
I don't know, with the employers. So it's like, well, how to tell that one.
Yeah, okay. We can just cover that topic in general, and you can say if we did cover your question. Okay, so if we talk about job and that stuff, as I said, many students, I would say most of the students, usually will to change their career and become something like machine learning engineer or something like that, data scientists, whatever you call it. And such people is usually go to the companies and after the first year, you will have enough knowledge to go to the position of junior or middle, depending on your experience, depending on your skills, and so on. So this is the statistics from our students during this 5 years which already passed. We do, as a program, we do not provide formal things, so like guarantees of job, no such thing. Definitely. One more important thing here is that as I already said, our teachers work in different companies. And for successful students, for people who know their subject well, they usually suggest some positions in their company if students are interested. So this is how it happens. As I said, this is not a formal process which we like guarantee to someone, but it usually happens to all people that will to do that. And yes, also informally, me and Radislav can provide references and so on.
Wow, thank you very much for all of your answers. I got all the answers I wanted. Appreciate it.
Okay. Is this all from your side? I guess so. Okay, we have several questions in the chat. So Dasha asks if student is from Australia and, well, I will shorten it, and isn't able to visit classes in Moscow time. As I said before, that's okay. We have successful alumni from Americas. We have successful alumni from Australia. One thing is that you will watch this in recordings. So we have all the recordings from every class from every event. By the way, besides the class itself, we conduct something which is called office hours with open questions. Usually it is led by me or the Slav. So we listen to people, what people think, what they feel, how is it going, should we change something? So we can communicate in this informal way. If we talk about the courses, you will have a chat with dedicated to each course, a separate chat with a teacher, with teaching assistant, seminarist, if they are presented, and you may ask questions there, and so on. So that's how it goes if you are not able to visit it online. So just to notice, many people who live in Moscow or in Russia, they also don't visit real life classes, and they watch recordings, and they also pass relatively well. Just to say, people who visit classes online, they usually show better results, just as a statistics from all these years. And what else? Well, I recommend to visit, but it's not a blocker, definitely. One more question from the chat is one of the prerequisites is English equivalent to B2. Do I need to confirm that with documents? No, we do not ask any formal documents for English level. We usually conduct an oral interview, so this is the third part of the process. More than that, we have exam in English, we have tasks in English, we have this event in English as well. So just to check yourself if today's talk is completely okay for you and it is clear and you understand what we say, that's usually enough level for you to participate in the program. And one more question from the chat: is this program co-sponsored by Yandex too? It's made with collaboration, to be precise, with Yandex. Yes, Yandex is one of industrial partners. Yes, formally, this is so. Yes, and for example, Radislav works in Yandex right now, so. Yes. Okay. Any other questions?
The question about the sponsorship by Yandex. I know that other master's program.
It's not sponsorship, but just collaboration.
Okay, so they don't finance.
Yeah, they don't finance.
Again, this is Mudassar, and thank you for this session. I have one last question. So in exam, see, for all the candidates who are here, for them, the first challenge is to pass the exam, the entrance exam actually. So I have just one last question about the exam. So in exam, the each and every answer should be 100% accurate, or just like, for example, in the coding session, let's say there is a question about how to calculate the determinant of a matrix, or just like write the code. So I can give the logic as well, or the code should be 100% accurate and working like with all the syntax and with the logic and everything should be okay.
If we, as I said, we have two parts. First, mathematical. In this part, you will have to provide a solution for the task. You don't need to to prove all the theorems you use. Definitely not. It's too much. But you will need to refer them. So, like, I use Pythagoras rule, let's say, or maybe Bayes rule, or whatever you like. Generally known theorems and facts can be applied without any further notion, just to state that you use it, and that's it. If we talk about programming, you will need to provide the code itself. So we will not compute matrices because that's kind of, I would say, on the one hand is boring, on the other hand is quite tricky task to do it well. We will also discuss it in our program, how to make it properly. But yes, you will need to provide the code that solves the task. You will not need any notes on that. Formally, we don't.
So it's mean 100% accurate code which can be executed like without any error or anything.
Yes. At the platform, you have the task and you have tests. Some
Okay.
tests are open to you, so you can see, and usually they are more or less obvious. And some tests are closed, so you will not see the tests themselves, but you will see result. Is it failing or passing? And you will have to pass all the tests.
Okay, great.
As I said, in the email, which we will shortly send, you will see the example of such a contest. So you may train. You can check out how this works.
Okay, great. Thank you. Well understood. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for your questions. One more question from Joseph. Are we going to study deep learning too? Because there is not mention of this in the curriculum on website. Actually, deep learning is, let me check. No, I think, yeah, if we...
Let me answer, I guess. Actually, we just don't split machine learning and deep learning because actually they are all the same. Of course, we're speaking about deep learning all over the program, starting with the middle of the machine learning course and digging deeper in the NLP, CV, reinforced learning, digital signal processing, if it's present, MLOps, and so on. We just are not fond to separate these two topics. They're quite equivalent, I would say, in terms of you cannot move into deep learning without machine learning. Machine learning is not complete without deep learning. So
Yeah,
that's kind of
especially
that.
nowadays. Yeah, deep learning is covered fully, starting from basics, from backpropagation up to contemporary LLMs. It starts in the second semester in machine learning course, which I mentioned. You can check out. Well, it's not kind of very deeply covered, but yeah, it's stated that it is presented there. More than that, in applications such as computer vision, natural language processing, recommender systems, and all other applications, neural networks are used extensively nowadays, and we, of course, cover all that applications. So, well, just to check, I would say if we count courses involving deep learning, it would be something like half of all courses. But on the other hand, nowadays, I would say it's a kind of deep learning. It's not fever. Я забыл чума.
Hype.
Hype, okay. So yeah, now deep learning is very hypey topic. So people tend to concentrate on it too much. But we do not, yeah, plug. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so like a deep learning plug, I would say, because besides deep learning, there are a lot of different ways to solve different problems. And well, in my opinion, it's pointless to use one single instrument. What is meaningful for me is to solve problems. And if one problem is solved better with deep learning nowadays, in this year 2025, it's okay to solve it with deep learning. But 5 years later, maybe some other technology will emerge and everyone will forget deep learning. That's why we concentrate on topics such as optimization, starting from this, and algorithms, which are on the start. And then we move to our statistical estimation theory, which is nowadays called machine learning. So that's main point. But yeah, deep learning is covered in all its possible applications. Okay, the next question is, will we be able to visit MIPT campus? Yes, we conduct meetings with MIPT students, with MSAI students each term, and we usually provide some excursion on MIPT campus, because for many people it's the first time they visit the campus, and then we have informal time on the local cafe with some dinner. This usually happens once a term, something like this, in summer and in winter. Would it be fair to state this particular program to say that this particular program is great for humanitarians professionals moving to touch? Yes, I would say this is true. We have several examples, successful examples of people moving from different backgrounds to artificial intelligence. Beforehand, I can say that for non-technical people, it definitely will be challenging on the one hand, and on the other hand, it's maybe too much to expect high marks if you move from non-technical field. But in my PT in at my PT in general, and in our program as well, we think that most of the things is done by people's will, that they want to invest their time and effort to that. If we talk about more advanced specialists who is already in the field, we usually provide, if some starting courses are maybe too easy for you, that may happen sometimes for the first term, we can provide supplements with other courses, because number of courses that we have is bigger than we can give in one master's program. So if you feel that you are already in some subject, you can pass exam beforehand with the teacher, and we will provide you other course, some advanced course. We have a number of them. Yeah, okay, Matsar, goodbye. Okay, any other questions?
I guess the quick one for non-technical switching to AI about the Python homework, like we will need to pursue. So I would say, like, realistically speaking, for people who are not strong in Python or like very, very new for this, would it make sense to kind of like prepare more for math exam to get like more scores there? Like, or let's say if the knowledge of Python is not significant, it will be like, no, like it's not acceptable.
Mhm.
So is it possible, in other words, to get more scores in one exam comparing to another?
Mhm. Yes, if we talk about importance of exam parts, well, I would say that easier way for me would be to study math more. If we talk about final weights of this, I would say they are more or less equal. Um, if we talk about Python for entrance level tasks, we don't require so it's not required to be very proficient in that. So usually, if you know syntax of Python, which can be checked out on various sites, but also will provide recommended materials. So usually basic commons in Python are more or less enough. And math is more than that. We will have course, Python course. It will be in-depth course, but it will start from the start. And one more thing is that for math, I think it's better to study it beforehand. It's, in my opinion, it's harder to do. That's why it's better to invest time there.
Thank you.
One more question from Joseph. Can we visit MIPT during convocation from foreign country? Yes, you are. Yes, you can, of course. You are welcome. So the best thing if you arrange your visit when we have our meeting, that's how you can communicate with your classmates. But if you visit at other time, we will, I think some of us, maybe me or Radoslav, will meet and greet you personally, especially considering that you're from other country, so and you're here, so we'll show you the campus and so on. So yeah, of course, it's not a problem. Last year we had some of our students at the thesis defense. They came from Pakistan and from, I don't remember, but I don't remember exactly, but some Africa, some African country, which I unfortunately don't remember. And we had great time both at the defense and after that in the restaurant. Will it be any consultation before the exam on Python by any chance, or just math? What we planned is just math. Well, regarding Python, as I said, it's well, it's more widely covered topic nowadays, and actually we will provide recommended materials for Python because nowadays, so as I said, level for Python is not very high to pass the exam, and there's a lot of quite enough a lot of materials which have enough quality to cover this fully. So yes, any other questions? If we have no more questions. Informal part, we can move to informal and proceed to questions in Russian if someone wants to. Мгм. Окей. Так, тогда last call по вопросам. Кто-то еще хочет что-то спросить? Мгм. Мгм. Ну, хорошо. Да, наверное, из того, что мы не сказали, давайте я, наверное, тоже по-английски. One thing that we didn't mention is maybe some information about us besides education. Besides educational activities, we finished MIPT and YSDA and Skolkovo. Me and Radoslav, different trajectories, but still we worked in Yandex, in VK, and some other companies. If we talk about my experience, it's doing of I participated in developing Yandex search engine, then Zen recommender system, which is still main page of Yandex. Also, I had times doing self-driving cars, especially trucks. And also EG analysis and machine learning on that stuff. Radoslav worked with time series more, with some predictions and so on, and other enjoyable experiences. Yeah, so this is actually the things that we cover, and well, that's the experience that we include in this program, I would say, speaking about this. Okay, so that's all for today. Thanks for coming, and hope to see you on the program to be nice machine learning specialists as the final result.
Thanks so much, guys. Hope see you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye.
See you.